Yes, we are with Sir Tarny Perkins,
Hi.
the great father
Oh, hey.
of the great twins, the Perkins twins.
I'm not known. I'm just known as the father of the twins now.
Yeah, we just finished the press conference for the movie Kaibigan.
Yeah.
So speaking of the movie, tell us about the decision to make a movie starring your twins.
Well, actually, when we kind of thought about doing the movie, it wasn't about people at all. It wasn't about Jesse and Christian. We just thought we wanted to do a movie that would be beneficial to the Philippines, and it just so happened Jesse and Christian were ready at this time to play these roles, and then we were blessed to have all the supporting cast with Stephen Baldwin, Cesar Montano, Tirso Cruz. So the decision to embrace them was kind of it's normal for us, and that we wanted to take it to the next level because we wanted their message of hope and love to get out. And if they could carry that message, being the kind of kids they are, right, then they could be good role models for the youth. So that was the story.
Stephen Baldwin, Hollywood actor in a Filipino film.
Yes.
Yeah, how did it happen?
Well, so it's a very interesting thing. So our church hosted a Christian skateboarder about 3 years ago. His name was Christian Hasoy. He's a preacher, and he used to be good friends with Stephen Baldwin, who's also a skateboarder. When they came out to our church, I'm a surfer, so skateboarder, surfing, we speak the same language. So the church said, why don't you take care of him, because we have no idea what he's saying. I mean, kind of jokingly, right? So we did. So we spent 2 weeks with him, and then when we came up with this movie, we said, hey, why don't we call Stephen up, and we'll just hopefully get him to be on a Skype call with us for the movie. And then he called me, I mentioned, but he called me back 3 days later and said, the Lord called me to do this movie. He loves the Philippines. He loved the storyline because it wasn't over preachy, but it was a faith-based movie. So that's how that whole thing came about. And he's coming out for the premiere as well. So with his agent this time. So we're looking at doing more work with him in the Philippines. So praise God. More Hollywood actors on the way, by the way. Not that we don't want Filipino actors, but we want to also embrace kind of both cultures here to improve things as much as possible. So the next movies will also include some kind of Hollywood people. Praise God.
Intercultural, just like your twins.
Well, yeah, and if you think about the Philippines and the U.S. particularly, right? We're so close. The comedy's the same, the people are the same. Culture's a little different in that you're better here than we are in the U.S., right? But the same friendliness and all that stuff, it's the same, I mean, how many Filipinos did I know growing up, right? We all knew Filipinos. So it's kind of a perfect thing to really embrace this camaraderie. And really, it's easy because when they're acting, they're the same, right? I mean, it was so easy for him to embrace what was going on the set, just like for the Filipino actors to embrace what he was doing. So it was real simple. So praise God. We actually had 3 Hollywood actors. We had Stephen Baldwin, we had Alvin Anson, he was in a Hollywood movie too with a great raid, and so was Cesar Montano. So we had talent which was unbelievable on this set. And Tirso Cruz, Gene Garcia, Lanny McCarthy, they were incredible, just incredible. So praise God.
Great cast.
Yeah.
I strongly agree with what you mentioned about comedy.
Yeah.
Filipinos and Americans laugh at the
Same thing. In the movie we have Manny Pacquiao. I don't know if you know who he is. He's the he is the lookalike to Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
And he is so funny, right? And everything he did, I'm laughing at, just like everybody else is laughing at, because the comedy's the same, right? So we added some real comic relief in the movie as well, which is nice. It can't just be serious and drama and action. There's some comedy as well.
And I like that you used the term faith-based.
Yes.
Instead of calling it a religious film,
right?
Christian film.
Yeah. So it is faith-based, right? It's for every faith to come to a lasting relationship with Jesus Christ, right? And I really mean that. It's for everybody. It's not for, nobody's excluded here. And that was the intent of the movie, to embrace everybody.
I want to ask about your twins.
Yes.
How do you make sure that there's no sibling rivalry or favoritism between the two?
It actually is quite, if you treat your children the same with no favoritism, that whole sibling rivalry thing kind of goes away. And we had a fundamental belief as a family, respect your mother. So if both of them would respect their mother, because respecting a father was quite easy, because it's the dad is the the driver, do this. But a mother typically gets disrespected. So with her being respected, I also said, you guys are bloodline. You must respect one another. And we started that early, and they never fought. I mean, really, to this day, they've never had a physical altercation. If they ever have an argument, it's very quick and over, and they're like embracing, as amazing. So, I mean, it's really how you treat your kids and how you teach respect and all that stuff. Filipino values, by the way, which we need to come back to.
About their interest in show business, they started as musicians. Now they're they're pursuing a career as actors
Yes.
now. So, where did this start? Did you push them to
Never.
do these things?
We came out here with no intention of them being artists. They were, believe it or not, they were athletes. So they were superstar basketball players and tennis players. Number one in tennis in California, doubles. But they came out here and were discovered by Benny Saturno. Just before we came out here, they were discovered on TFC as singers.
As singers.
So their first performance was in front of 4,000 people in California, but never were they going to be singers. That was never the intent. So when we came out here, never the intent for them to perform or anything. But then they got discovered again by Benny, and then they did some acting early on, but they didn't like the environment because they weren't known. So, all night waiting on the set and waiting for the lines and all that stuff. So, as a family, that didn't work very well for us. So they said, let's just do singing. And maybe one day we can get into acting. And now 5 years later, they were blessed by Stephen Baldwin, Alvin Anson. I mean, these people are amazing, right? And what are the chances we could be with these superstars, which is what Jesse said too, and they're surrounded by them. And when Stephen Baldwin came out, he's coaching them on acting. You got a Hollywood actor who's like won awards, right? And he's coaching them. Who gets that chance, So for them,
The twins.
yeah. But for them, I mean, that gives them a, kind of a leg up, but also an opportunity to do more things because now they'll have a pedigree with these superstars. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, so only the Lord can have that. Praise God.
Is there a plan to make another film like this?
Yeah, we have. There is. We're working on.
Does it depend on the result of this one?
No, it would help. So if this is a blockbuster, which we believe it will be, it would help. But we have an agreement in place that we will sign hopefully by the end of the year to do a series, TV series, based on high school life, which would be incredible. Not like a teledrama, right? It's not like that weird stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's not weird, but just different, right? So we want to come in a more realistic fashion to doing that. And then we have, actually we have 3 other movies in the works preparing for. One is a sequel to this, based on kind of a different storyline. And then we have a Hollywood movie based on a journal, 2 journals that we have that we own the rights to, which it's a story that's never been told here, and but it's a jungle movie about the war. And we think that's going to be so good. And can you imagine if we get American actors, like good ones, and great Filipino actors to do this war movie?
Alvin Anson.
I mean, Cesar Montano. These guys are all, and actually a lot of young ones too. So we're going to have a lot of young stars involved in that movie because it's a lot of young people need to be in that movie. But we think, again, that it'll put the Philippines on the map because it'll be done here by Filipinos, for Filipinos, but a worldwide audience. Again, no one does that, right? But we believe if we're successful with this movie too, it can change the dynamics, and now people will look to the Philippines for these kind of things. So it's not just us. We want everybody to be, welcomed and embraced, and the press to take it up and say, hey, these are great things. There's hope, right? It's not the same old, same old.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, of course, we love it. We were called to do it, honestly. I mean, we love the Philippines, obviously, you can tell, right?
Yeah.
But we love the Philippines, right? So we're here for good and for better, and can do more good things. God willing.
Just 2 more questions.
Yeah.
With the creatives, did you give the 100% freedom to your children to, just make the decisions on the film?
Yeah.
Did you try to check if things are
That's a great
in
question.
line with,
Yeah, no, it's a great question. The storyline, kind of the family, I had the idea of the storyline, but the family worked through the storyline, right? The script, as I mentioned, we work with a gentleman named Blake Sarion because we don't know how to do a script, right? So he gave us the framework of it. So he gave us the framework, and then honestly, they probably did 80%. I maybe did 20%. And at the latter stages, with the color grading and the editing and all that stuff, they were seating right next to the editors, right next to the color grading, right? I mean, they probably know how to color grade and edit as well as anybody because they're involved in it. I have no more they come to me at the last minute and say, Dad, what do you think between this one and this one? But I'm not giving them directions or anything because they've hit a level, they don't need me to do that.
Right.
And I trust them to make the right decisions also. So very little direction from me.
Great dad right there. Okay, last one. Why should Filipinos watch Kaibigan?
I think they should watch it because it's a great storyline, first and foremost. I think it puts the Philippines in a good light, which is necessary. We just don't have enough movies that are really doing that. They're great movies, but when you leave the theater, you don't really think, wow, I love the Philippines, right? That will be your feeling when you leave this theater. And the other one is the quality standards that we put into the movie are the way to go. It's the future, right? We had 3 cameras in every scene. We had amazing acting, directing, coloring, lights, everything. So I think it sets a new standard for how filmmaking should be done here. And I'm not saying we're perfect because when we do the next one, God willing, it's going to be so much better because we learned so much in the process. But that allows us to take what we learned and give it to others as well. So we just keep getting better and better. I'll give you one example. Our cinematographer that was with us, he did 5 films this year. Do you know how many were completed? This is one of the best cinematographers in the country, right? Do you know how many were completed? 1. And you know what it was? Ours. Now that's not acceptable. You can't go get money from people and say you're going to do a movie and all that stuff and then not finish the movies, right? So what's the problem? Well, there are many, but we can solve those problems. So that next time, those 5 movies will be shown, right? At least they'll get to a theater or a church or to whoever, right? But at least they'll be completed rather than sitting on a shelf. So that's one of our goals too, to really take this a little more seriously to say, okay, you start a movie, finish the movie, right? Do the very best job you can. So under budget, on time, it can be done. So that's what we think can be done. And every Filipino should see this movie because it's good for you.
Right.
And we have great people like this guy right here.
So Tarny Perkins, everyone.
Thank you.
Kaibigan December 4, 2019.
Nationwide, SM, Ayala, and Robinsons, and more theaters to come. It's a miracle.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's a
you.
miracle.